Look, y'all. All my gifts and all the tools the ancestors have given me throughout this lifetime have become stronger and stronger. Like I literally can move mountains. That's why you gotta watch what you think about what you say. Because right now, like I told y'all before, the veil been lifted. So you can't throw rocks and hide your hands and none of that motherfucking shit. You know, the universe is issuing karma, what we call karma, issuing it back 2,000 times faster than when you was young and you did shit and shit didn't happen back to you till later on. You might have did some shit to somebody, then 10 years down the line, you was in a relationship and a nigga or bitch cheated on you. It fucked your world up. We have to be careful about what we feed our windows to the soul, what we feeding these, what we digesting spiritually and mentally. Because all that shit will come into fruition. Like, let me give y'all an example. It took for my mama to die for me to realize that if I don't start using my tools, I'm going to be lost like everybody else. The ancestors, as I explained to y'all before, are those who have passed on before us and who are what some people consider as spiritual guides or angels, whatever kind of earthly names you want to give. But they here, they all around us, they talk to us, they guide us, they help us, they move shit. I can name about 10 situations within probably about the last 11 years. And I'm talking about real life testimonies. The ancestors give us the tools. Anything I want to happen, I manifest easy. And I don't like to get on religion, but once you are open and awake, you'll start seeing the world in a different light. The light becomes darkness, the darkness becomes light again. Like, for example, people don't see people the way they used to see them. The ones who are spiritually awake. They see them in a new light. That's why they don't fuck with them. That's why you probably don't fuck with certain people. You get what I'm saying? Because you're awakening to a lot of shit. Like, say for instance, like back in the day, you had to learn a person and be around them to know what type of person he was. Fast forward to now, if you awake and you use the ancestors' tools, you utilize your gifts, you can be sitting next to a motherfucker you don't even know. And know automatically, let me move around. This motherfucker grimy and slimy without them even opening their mouth. These are the things that's going on now. Like I told y'all before, the kids, they angry. See, the difference between us and them is we grew up between generations. We grew up with our grandmother's generation and our mother's generation. So we still had a lot of those values and morals instilled in us. So, with that being said, like when we used to click up as friends or hustling on the streets, that's why niggas had cliques and they stuck together. It's like shit that happened now, like with King Von and Mo 3 and all that shit, where a nigga can go behind another nigga and be your best friend and your brother and set you up and kill you. Then, I mean, you still had, some slimy, grimy, shiesty motherfuckers then, but it wasn't a lot. A motherfucker would, like, for instance, if a motherfucker said, man, your partner a whole ass nigga. That's probably been your partner for 20, 30 years. I'm gonna do something to that nigga. Then, by you telling a nigga that, he will probably tell his partner and they probably come do something to you. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. But I was saying that to say this about the kids. They're angry. And it's not our mothers, grandmothers, and mothers' fault because they only grew up with the knowledge that they was given handed down by the other ancestors. So I want y'all to start paying attention to you. Focus on you. That's why y'all ain't seen me on here, because I focus on me, my family. I don't just involve myself in worldly things. YouTube is not something I utilize unless I have a message. I'm not gonna get on here and talk about everything, all the bullshit that's going on. I'm gonna get on here and we're gonna talk about how to solve it. The ancestors want me to let y'all know it's gotta start with y'all self. It's gotta start with y'all. Spiritually. Your mind ain't shit. Your spirit is everything. They taught us backwards. That's why they can play mind tricks on you and do shit and slip little shit in the frequencies in the music and put little subliminal messages in the commercials and movies and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go within in order to go without. Y'all understand me? Now back to what I was saying about the ancestors and my gifts. I have been knowing since I was a kid what I was able to do. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna give y'all one instance and one situation where I had to utilize my gifts. Like y'all know, I'm from Texas. I'm from Dallas. And I'm terrified of tornadoes. Like for some reason, the forecast can come on and be like, "Oh, it's a tornado warning." It's like I get a flurries in my stomach. Like I'm so terrified of this shit. So one day, me and my partner, I used to do music with. We was sitting. We was going to meet this guy from Universal. He was an A&R and he liked my music, but he really wasn't feeling them other niggas that was with me. So it was just kind of like, I ain't thinking about them niggas. I want you. But I'm steady trying to push these niggas up on them. Anyway, to make a long story short, with this car dealership, because that was his second job. So, and the dealership have all this glass around it. Y'all know how a dealership look, car dealership. So, it's a highway, Highway 20. And across the street, you can see a funnel cloud forming. That motherfucker was forming. You could just see it spinning, spinning, and the dust started kicking up. And for some reason, as many years as I've been terrified of tornadoes, it was like a calm just came over me. And I grabbed my partner's hand. I said, "Hey," and he was scared because he looking like a motherfucker. He like, damn, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? I said, "Don't panic. Give me your hand. We gonna make this go away." And he looked at me like, "What?" I said, "We're gonna make this go away." So I grabbed his hand, I bowed my head, and I kept telling it. I said, "Break up. Break up. You're not coming here today. Break up." Next thing you know, the cloud just dispersed. And it was a wrap. So a lot of people y'all think be on here talking crazy to y'all. Y'all don't know what powers these people hold, what gift they hold, who their ancestors are, and why they were sent here. Y'all gotta stop feeding y'all mind, feeding y'all spirit with bullshit. Every morning I get up, I come to my truck, I talk to my ancestors and give gratitude and thanks for everything. And anytime they need something, they need me to deliver a message like right now, I do it. I don't I don't play no more. I can say some shit like, "I want it to rain today." And it rain. Whether it rain a little or a lot. Y'all gotta understand the power as Melanites we hold and where we come from. Do y'all know where our DNA come from? I'm talking about Melanites, aka what y'all call black people. Don't worry, I'll wait. You can look this up. This is a scientific fact that Melanites' DNA is unknown. So do y'all know what the fuck that means? That means there is nowhere on this planet that we are from We are cosmic beings. We come from all parts of the universe. Y'all ain't never wondered why we are hated so much. Black people. The Arabs don't like us. The Mexicans don't like us. The Chinese don't like us. The Vietnamese don't like us. The Canadians don't like us. The motherfucking Russians don't like us. The English don't like us. But on the flip side, they love everything that we do and create. They love dancing like you. They love looking like you. They love how high you can fly when a nigga dunk a basketball and put his nuts in people's face. They like how athletic we are in running, football, the Olympics. I mean, etc. It goes on. Y'all gotta look at it and stop being shallow. Niggas always talking about chasing a bag. Think about it. When you put something in a bag, you trap it, right? You capture that. Whatever it is you putting in that bag. Energy flows freely. It's not made to be in a bag. So with that being said, while y'all chasing all this money and shit, you'll never be able to attain it. No matter how rich you get, you'll never be able to keep it. Because naturally it's not meant to be. Like I told y'all before, we give money the power. Electrical energy. We are electric beings. So, let me tell y'all something else. And I want y'all to just really take this in. Everything is created off of the human being or the being. If you look at a car has two headlights, it's two eyes. You got doors, it's like legs. You pop the hood open, the engine is like a brain. You get what I'm saying? You look at a house has windows. The eyes to the soul is the eyes. Everything. Technology can never be smarter than the being because technology was created from the being. The same way when you go take your ass down there to donate plasma and shit, and they pull that plasma out your blood and create phones and TVs and shit. That's the juice. Y'all not realizing how important you are, especially melanites. I'm going to continue to spread messages to y'all. This ain't over. There's a lot of shit I gotta tell y'all. It's a lot of shit I gotta say.